is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the universe, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the world? It is your boy Rowze, and I'm here with my homie. What's your name? What's your name?
Cool breeze. What's up? It's Xavier in this
Cool
bitch.
Breeze. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Y'all already
sir.
know how it is. We are back with another episode. Welcome back to TBB, the Breezy Bouquet, FYC. Find your calling for your motherfucking calling. You already know how it right. We already know how we in this hoe.
Yes, sir.
I just want to start off by saying, bro, how was your week?
My
What
week,
you been on this week?
bro. I ain't been doing shit this week, but my week been boring as hell, bro. I've been on my One Piece addiction grind once again, bro. This shit happens like every 3 years, bro.
They still coming out with episodes for that thing?
Hell yeah, bro. That shit long as fuck, bro.
Damn,
But hey, I will say, bro, from a motherfucking anime fan, from my One Piece fan, I finally finished Wano, bro. That shit's a top 5 arc of all time. That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was insane, bro.
Would you recommend me watching One Piece?
Hell yeah. Are you gonna do it? Probably not, because you're gonna see the episodes and be like, no.
Like, how long is it, bro? Like, I don't know if I want to watch all that, because that's...
Bro, One Piece is at
don't it got, like, 1,000 episodes?
Bro, it's at 1,147 episodes right now, bro.
1,147. Yeah, that's a lot. I am not watching all that.
No, but that shit is peak, bro. No, like, deadass, that shit is peak, bro. Probably one of the best storytelling in, like, all of anime, bro. No bullshit, bro. So if you gonna sit down and watch that shit, I say go for it, bro. Go for it, bro.
Crazy.
Nah, but like that arc I just finished, bro. When I say top 5 arcs of all time, like no bullshit, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. I'm finna hit up Miles about that shit, bro. It's the only other nigga that watch One Piece, bro. I'm finna geek to him about that shit. Hell yeah, bro. But
I know.
That's all I really been on this week, bro. I ain't really been doing shit, bro. Just been watching One Piece, bro. I need to get back on my streaming grind, bro.
That's real. That's real. I just had work. We had a costume party at work. I don't really call it a party, but it was like, we wore our costumes and whatever. I was this Genu from K-pop Demon Honey. It was high key dope. And some of the costumes is dope. Like we had one of my coworkers. She came in as a fortune teller. And so you know how fortune tellers they be in like that little box or whatever, and like they got, like the orbit, bro. She went all out. So she designed the box herself, bro.
Oh, that's dope.
It was though, bro. It was like a standing up box, and she did her hair and everything. She had like a little orb, and the orb like glowed up and shit. It was like kind of dope. I didn't go count.
That's dope.
Somebody else, the one is Megamind. Oh, bro. So he like painted his whole head, bro. He had like the spiky cuffs, the suit, all that other crap, and it was real dope, bro. And it was real funny too. Bro. It was real funny too, cause we did when we did our costume day, we did it on Thursday instead of Friday, cause for those of y'all that may not know, so my company, we have a really strict dress policy. So we typically supposed to wear like really like on a regular day like slacks, button up, not like polos, but like full button up with like a suit and a tie. The suit and the tie are optional sometimes. But we'll do that, and then every like the first Friday of every month we get like a dress down day, and so that's basically when you can wear whatever to the office. So the reason why we had to do it on Thursday is because our warehouse team had customers come in on Friday, so they were like, let's do it on Thursday so everyone can be included. And yeah, I was like, that makes sense. And it was funny because the dude who dressed up as Megamind, he had a tour to give, like a short tour, but I guess like he didn't know, so he was like. And bro, he had his whole face painted, like his whole head painted blue. Damn. So it was just funny, bro. And then he was like, I gotta get a tour like this. And it was like, yup. Bro, while we saw him walk with the people, we saw him walk with the people like in the office just giving a tour. That shit was so fucking funny, gang.
Hell nah, bro.
That shit was so but no, other than that, we me and Diana and some of her friends, we went out yesterday, came back at like 2 or 3 a.m. Eastern time, and I went to bed at like 8 this morning, and I woke up at 1. But I've been chilling all day, high key, bro. I've been chilling all day.
That's what's up, gang. That is what's
yes,
up.
Sir. Yes, sir. So last week we talked about junior year and how that kind of affected us. When both of us kind of like started doing our own thing. Yep. So this episode we're gonna talk about senior year, and for me, I don't know if I like mentioned it in my last episode, but senior year was kind of, I mean, junior year was kind of like the build up for senior year. You know, like I feel like junior was still kind of, junior was developing me for what happened my senior year. So I mean, yeah, junior was developing me for what happened my senior year. But senior year, bro, that shit was lit. I ain't gonna cap. It like had its
Senior
ups
was
and its
pretty lit.
downs, but it had its lits. And I'm gonna give you the floor. I want you to start off talk about your senior year experience, kind of see how you
Oh
know what
shit.
it was like for you, what it was like for you.
I mean, senior year was lit, bro, but still for me, it was not. It was really nothing special, bro. It was just senior year was just like really me like getting into like the college type of vibe and shit, bro. When I started like
Yeah,
going out, bro, started smoking a bit and shit, bro. That shit was pretty
yeah,
fun, bro, or whatnot. But I guess I can start off because last episode I think I stopped at where like I introduced Claire and shit. She was my friend, and I went on my break and all that shit, bro. That's where we stopped
right,
talking and shit, bro. But
right,
stepping into senior year, bro, it's kind of funny because let's take a step back to like the first my first senior year basically, whatever, bro. Before the
right,
next year, bro. So like in that first semester, I talked about it, bro. It was just like the same old, just chilling with Devon and shit, bro. He had a little more free time and whatnot, bro. That like, nothing really special happened, bro. But it wasn't until what's it called? Second semester of that year where like I started hanging out with like my homegirl Claire and Miles, all them niggas again, bro. And it's funny because I really didn't like know any of them. Only knew Claire and I knew Miles because I had like classes with my nigga, bro. So I
right.
seen him around and shit, bro. And it's so funny on how like I became part of their friend group. It's because it's funny because Claire apparently she would like talk highly about me to the whole group and be like, I can't wait till you guys like meet Xavier and whatnot, bro. But this nigga never invited me nowhere. So I'm like, what's the point of you saying that shit? But you're not even gonna invite me to the damn place, bro. That shit don't even make sense, bro. But
Right, right.
apparently that's what she's doing. But I guess she's like, I don't know why she was shy to invite me places or whatnot, bro. But like I see her around, say what's up or whatnot, bro. And part of me how I roll, bro. If I'm not invited, nigga, I'm not gonna ask to come,
I'm
bro.
not gonna go.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm just
right.
not gonna
I'm
go,
not gonna
bro.
go.
Like
I'm not gonna include myself. Right,
and not at all, bro. So it's like if I at that point it's just like me seeing her was just like, what's up? We chop it up for a bit and I go do my own thing, bro. Right?
right, right.
And it wasn't until like it was a time to where Devon he started going to the gym heavy. So I was like, you know what, bro? Fuck it, bro. I need to get on my gym grind too. And I started to go to the gym too. But like keep in mind the nigga was still busy and shit. So like sometimes I had to go by myself. So luckily,
Right.
well not luckily, but like sadly, this is a day I went by myself to the gym. And it was like a I think it was a Friday. And the thing with art classes, our weekends start on Friday. We don't got classes Friday. See, that's the good thing, cause like remember I was talking about how like our classes are long as shit and we having heavy schedules. But the best thing is we don't have no classes Friday, right?
On Friday, right?
Yeah,
right.
at all. So I decided to go to the gym, and since I had no classes, I'm like, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna go early because I know niggas gonna be in class and that bitch gonna be empty, bro. So that's a chill
Right.
thing.
Right.
So I went there, was doing my workout. To my surprise, who I see? That nigga Miles is there too, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. I've been seeing this nigga around a lot lately, bro. Like maybe in my point, I'm like, okay, we both black, bro. I know this nigga love anime just like me, bro. We got a few things in common, bro. I was like, you know what, fuck it. Maybe I should make friends with the nigga, bro. And so I finished my workout, and I forgot this nigga was on like a motherfucking, I forgot what the machine called, but it's like a chess machine, bro, whatever, bro. He's on that bitch, and I just walked over. I was like, hey, what's up, bro? And keep in mind, bro, I'm shy as hell, so me doing this is a big step, bro. So I walk over to the nigga, we start chopping it up or whatnot, bro. And then honestly, bro, off that little conversation, I forgot what we was talking about, but I know we hit it off, bro. Because after that, bro was like, oh, you done with your workout, bro? Let's head to the union. I'm like, shit, fuck it. And if y'all know the union,
he was just friendly off the bat.
yeah, just friendly off the bat, bro. And this is like our first like real conversation, bro. And so he's like, let's head to the union. If y'all don't know, the union is like the food court in the in our college. It's our big food court. Yeah. So he's like, all right, bet. We chopped up. He's like, bet. Let's head to the union, right? And then I was like, all right, bet, bro. So I went to go shoot hoops for a bit, bro, until bro was done with his workout, bro. And then he got done with his workout, bro. We dipped out, and then bro was like, hey, I forgot, but do you mind if like I invite one of my friends? So I was supposed to have like picked her up from the library or whatnot, bro. I was like, okay, that's chill. That's whatever, bro. And it turned out the friend he picked up was my
That's good.
My next long-term home girl, it's like a little sister to me now, which her name is Vanessa, bro. And whatnot,
Vanessa.
bro.
I think
Yeah.
I ain't it.
And it's funny because I used to see her around a lot too, and our majors are completely opposite. Her ass was in psychology, so she's always across the damn campus, bro. But since like I knew Claire and and shit, bro, and that turned out to be her roommate.
Right.
I just seen her around a lot, bro. And I always wondered, like, bro, who the fuck is this motherfucker, bro? I knew Claire, I knew the white girl Emma, bro. I seen Miles around, bro. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga, bro? And then also come to know this was her first year at the school because she went to community first. So like this was her junior year coming to here, and now she transferred. Now she in uni, right?
So Vanessa didn't. She didn't have. So she wasn't there her first 2 years. Then?
Nah, she wasn't there the first 2 years. She was in community first, and then she transferred because she wasn't actually. She was telling me how she wasn't really sure about going to like university and whatnot, bro. And it wasn't until like Claire and Emma was like, "Oh, we got a suite, and like we can use a roommate. So if you is gonna come, like you might as well room with us, bro."
Right.
And then she's just like, "Fuck it, bet, bro. These my homegirl, so I'm gonna just come." And then that's how she came to Western and whatnot, bro. But that's not my story to tell, bro. But yeah, it turned out that's how I met Vanessa, bro. We went to the Union, bro, and like honestly, us three hit it off very well because we are like very fucking similar, bro. We were all fucking just anime geeks, bro. That, to be honest, just chill. But we wasn't that weird anime fandom, bro. Don't get it twisted, bro. We was chill, cool niggas. But we geeked about the same shit.
Anime.
Yeah, bro. We just geeked about the same shit that we couldn't geek about with other people, bro, because they didn't fuck with it like us, bro. And so I think that was one thing that like really made us hit it off, bro. Like heavy, bro. And then after that, bro, it was just like they was going to chill at the girls suite and whatnot, bro. And I was and like I said, bro, I don't invite myself places, bro. So they was watching, I forgot what anime they was watching. They was watching the anime together, and they just like, oh, we gonna go up to the room and watch this anime. And then as I'm about to hit my button on the elevator to go to my room, they was like, "Oh, you want to come over here and watch this with us?" And you know,
and this is your first time. This is
my first time meeting these niggas like that, bro. And so I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna pull up, bro. And it's just been history with that group every time, bro. Ever since then, bro, that was like a damn near everyday hangout, just chilling with them, bro. And like honestly, bro, they became like lifelong friends, bro. For I met like I said, I met Vanessa, I met Miles off that. Obviously, I knew Claire. I met my dog Adam off that shit, bro. Like I met some great friends off that shit, bro. For real.
That's real, bro. That's real.
But I brought this story up because I think it's so funny that Claire was the one hyped me up in a group, and Claire was the first one I met, but I didn't get involved with the group from Claire, bro. I just think that's so fucking funny, bro.
Right. It was through Miles, actually.
Yeah, it was dead ass through Miles, bro. And it's funny because Miles invited me to hang out with them, and that shit wasn't even his room, bro. That's even funny.
Really?
Nah, bro.
That is funny.
They get invited somebody else to their room. I'm like, damn, that's funny.
Do you think that Claire would have eventually invited you to hang out with them, or no?
Probably, because did we have a class together? No, actually, I don't think so, because that was the first semester where we had no classes together, gang.
Y'all had classes together.
And it actually worked out fine because I had like 3 classes with Miles that semester. Okay. Actually, no, I did have 3 classes. I had ceramics with Miles, motion graphics with Miles, and then a photography class with Miles, bro. So I was seeing that nigga every single day, bro.
Oh, so it was kind of like yeah, like y'all didn't have classes, but I guess it was a lot easier because since you had Miles in those, but you probably didn't notice Miles though when you had him.
We really didn't
classes, did you?
Like we knew of each other, but we didn't talk at all, bro. Like, we would sit across the room and shit, and it wasn't until that day to like we hung out that day, and we just started always sitting next to each other and like hanging out and shit, bro.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, that was a little story for junior year, and that was a big part of it. Well, not junior year, my first senior year, bro. The second semester of my first senior year, bro. And that was a big part of it solely because that was like the main factor of like how I spent my time that year. Because keep in mind, I still wasn't going out. I wasn't smoking. I wasn't doing like none of that shit yet, bro. I didn't start smoking until fucking this next year, bro. And we finna get to that now. So like that was basically my my first senior year. I just made like I found my group of people I can click with, bro. Same as Devon, and it worked out perfectly because that's when Devon, he gonna tell his story too, bro. Like, but that's when he found his group of people he clicked with too. So we both had our like, own separate friend groups, and we both like had each other too. So like balanced out perfectly, in my opinion.
And I think that was our first time like having, you know, the group of people that we had that wasn't like you like us, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, that wasn't like always associated with like us two together.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I didn't know any of your friends. You didn't know none of my friends. So it was cool. You know, it was. Yeah,
cool. That was chill as hell, bro. And it was a pretty. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. This might be like, what's the word I'm looking for, bro? Not weird, but interesting for me to like be happy about, bro. But like I really like the feeling of like the times where like you had your friend group and ain't nobody in that shit, and you introduced me to them, and it's like, oh yeah, this my homeboy and shit, bro. And then vice versa, where like I introduce you to my group and shit, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro, those times made me feel good, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. Because it also really highlighted like how well we talked about each other, bro, behind closed doors and shit. Which I found nice as hell, bro. For real.
I always got nervous with like, I don't know why, like I always got nervous with like introducing like my friends to like other people. Just because like I don't know like how, like not even like introducing y'all, but like introducing like people I known for like a less amount of time to y'all. Just because like even like if I hang out with them, I'm like, oh, like they cool. Like I really don't know like the person like as long as I've known y'all, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. I know exactly how you feel, bro. It's kind of that feeling of like, damn. What did they just fuck around and say some goofy shit?
Dumb shit, bro. Yeah, bro. And then like they say it and they ain't never said it around you before.
Yeah,
now
exactly,
you
bro.
like,
you just looking like, damn, bro. Like, what's this nigga on, bro?
Yeah, right, bro. Yeah, right.
I know exactly how you feel, bro. I had the same feeling too, bro.
Thank God that this never happened.
Yep, bro.
Knock on wood.
Thank
you know,
God,
we try to keep it like that, but yeah.
But yeah, all right, but like moving on, bro. Moving on to the golden year, bro. The golden year. The start of this final year, bro. We gonna call it the final year. The final year of college. It wasn't like nothing special yet. It was just that was the start of me dabbling into shit. Cause like I said, bro, at this point, Devon had his group that he was around all the time, bro. And at this point, like I've been introduced and I met some of them, but like I wasn't like cool with them yet, right? And it wasn't until like it was one day. And actually, I forgot this part because this is lore too. Cause like in the beginning, this was actually like the first time since like my that high school experience I told you about me smoking that I actually smoked. I smoked again, bro. And this was when this was first senior year, first semester before I started hanging out with Claire and them, bro. And I remember, bro, because one of your homegirls, she was was she no, she was an RA, but she lived in Austin, bro. And I remember I was going down to get some food, bro, and y'all was coming up, bro, like high as hell, bro. And this shit was funny.
Me and her.
Yeah, it was two of y'all, bro. I just don't want to say the names, bro. We call them L and K.
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember.
L and K, bro. You know off that, bro.
Okay.
That shit was funny as hell. They was about to go in the elevator, and they was high as hell, bro. So I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Wait, was I with them? Was I with them?
Bro.
Or no?
You was with them. You was with them, bro. Okay. You was with them, bro. I forgot you had got something from the dining hall. You smashing on that shit. That's how I knew you was high too, bro. But you was with them, bro. And he was like, hey, what's up, bro? I'm like, what's up, bro? He's like, what you doing, bro? I was like, I'm finna go get some food in the dining hall. And without question, these niggas just followed me, bro. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck going on, bro? Even though I saw them with food already, I'm like, why are they coming out here, bro? But I guess it's just to chop it up. And then Devon was just yapping my ear off, bro. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know what you was talking about, bro. You was just talking, bro. But I was like, no, company, bro. Let's chill, bro. And so I get my food.
He said, am I gonna get the orange juice or the soda? And I'm in the background like, yeah, bro, like, and he's like, this motherfucker talking to me? Oh well, yeah. Let me get the
bro, dead ass, bro. And now I'm thinking about it. I think this shit was your plot, bro, to get me to hang out with y'all, bro. Because we going back. I get my food and whatnot, bro. And we walking back to the elevator, bro. And I'm like, and now it's dawning on me. I'm like, oh, okay. So I guess one of these girls, they live in Austin, the same building I'm at, bro. So I'm like, okay.
Right.
So we just all get on the elevator, bro. We get on the elevator, bro. Just us four, bro. All I hear is the Devon. Hey, you trying to smoke with us? And keep in mind, it's a motherfucking Tuesday night, bro. I'm like, I'm not trying to smoke on a weekday, bro, but it's a Tuesday night, bro. He's like, you want to smoke with us? I'm like, not really, bro, because it's like, it's a Tuesday night. I'm not trying to smoke. He's like, nah, you good, bro. Just come with us, bro. And niggas just hit the button. So I'm just like, you know what, bro? And don't take this as peer pressure, bro. Because
I'm like, yo ass coming with us.
Nah, for real, bro. But don't take this as peer pressure, bro, because I am somebody who's like, I'm not afraid to say no to shit, bro. At all, bro. So don't take this as peer pressure, y'all. But he's just like, nah, just click the button, bro. So like, and realistically, bro, he wasn't forcing me to smoke. He just wanted me to chill with them, bro. Because he knew if I didn't want to smoke, I wasn't gonna smoke, bro. That's just how I am, bro. Yeah. So he hit the button.
It's like we know each other for so long. Like, we know the limits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know if I keep asking you don't, I know if you really don't want to, you're not going to, no matter how much I ask you. You know what I'm saying? So that's just like, that's just how, we know each other, just our chemistry.
Yeah, bro. But like he was trapping me into hanging out with them, bro. I guess he just really wanted to hang out with me that day.
Yeah, you was hanging out with us for sure. Though. I don't care if you smoked or not. You was gonna be in there. I don't care for 5 minutes. Your ass was gonna be in there.
Yeah, bro. But this also worked out because I was also thinking, I'm like, bro, I wanna experience more this semester. So I wanna go out more and shit. So I'm like, it's the perfect time to smoke with somebody in a comfortable setting with a homeboy that I really fucking trust, bro. And also in a setting to where like I know I'm gonna be looked after. You know what I'm saying? If whatever gonna happen or whatnot, bro. So I'm like, you know what, bro? And on top of that, bro, this nigga offered me free weed, bro. I'm gonna just keep it real, bro. That shit free, bro. I don't gotta pay for it. I don't gotta roll it, bro. So it's just like, hey,
all
bro,
you gotta
whatever,
do
bro.
All you gotta do is enjoy the vibes, bro.
Yeah,
just be there and like just chill,
And so also like keep in mind, bro, I haven't smoked since that day, and that was like back in like winter break sophomore year when I did that shit, bro. So that was like 2-3 years ago, bro. That last time I smoked, bro. I haven't smoked since, bro. And so my tolerance is low, and I don't still really know what I'm doing because I only did that shit once, bro. And so we just in there, we chilling there, whatnot, bro. And then that's when the girls start introducing themselves to me, bro. And this one, like, this was actually the first time I first met these two, bro. So that was even more crazy because I'm like, bro, these niggas don't even know me, and they just like, hey, yo, come to the room too. Yeah, let's have fun. I'm like, these niggas too friendly, bro. Yep. That was my first experience with these niggas. I was like, yo, your group is too friendly, bro. This is weird to me, bro. I thought that shit was so weird, but like when you get to know them, that's just the type of people they are, and I think that's dope as hell, bro. They just really nice ass people, bro. Yeah. And so yeah, we go to the room, bro. We chopping up, bro, and keep in mind, bro, these niggas are high already, bro. So they rolling up, having the time of their life already, bro. And I'm sitting there like, I don't know what these niggas talking about, but they vibe. Fuck it, bro. I'm gonna just vibe with them, bro. they just chopping up, bro, having a good time, whatever, bro. Roll up and whatnot. And I think it's funny because this was the night that I think L was teaching you how to roll too. So you was learning how. Yeah,
it was actually.
Yeah, bro. So that was also funnier because every time he fucked up, bro, she'd be like, "What are you doing, bro?" And it's a whole funny segment. It was a whole funny segment, bro. And yeah, so yeah, we chopped it up, bro. And like, bro, this is so crazy, bro, because I remember, bro, the blunt got to me, bro, and I'm looking at that shit, bro, but like I don't want to be like, oh, how do I like actually do this shit? Like, how am I supposed to smoke this shit, bro? So as the rotation going around, I'm just like eyeing niggas down, making sure like, okay, how they doing this shit, bro? I don't know how to do this shit, bro. And it got to me, and I was holding that bitch for like a second, bro. And then I don't know if you remember this, but I didn't even say shit, and you was just like, bro, you started like teach me how to do it. You just want to hit that shit and then inhale again, bro. And then blow shit out, bro.
I think I do it. Yeah,
bro. And I was just like, word, bro. Yeah. And then crazy, that's how well we know each other, bro. Because I guess I was sitting there for a while just looking at that shit, bro. I said nothing. Bro. He just knew that, like, oh, he probably don't know how to do this and don't want to say shit,
I was observing you, bro. I was observing you,
see,
bro.
And that's real as fuck, bro. That's real as fuck, bro. It's like, get y'all a friend like that, bro. Because he knew that this was a new setting for me. So he kept an eye on me, even though that nigga high too, bro. Who else y'all know would do that shit, bro? In a mind of having a good time, but still like, I got my eye on my dog, bro. That's a real ass friend, bro.
Exactly. Get you a friend like me.
Yes, bro. Get you a friend like Devon, bro. That was real as fuck, bro.
Get you a friend like me.
So I hit that shit, right? And so me taking advice as in puff, inhale, bro, and then blow that shit out, bro. I didn't think that shit was gonna hit my lungs like a fucking truck, bro. I inhaled that shit, right? I'm like, oh, this ain't nothing, bro. Once I did that second inhale, I started coughing. I started coughing out my damn lung, bro. I was yo, what the fuck, bro? And then bro, L, I was about to say her name, bro, but L was just all like, bro, she's like, oh, you need water, and toss me a water bottle and shit, bro. And they just staring at me, bro. And at that moment, they was like, oh, this your first time? I was like, yeah, bro. They was like, oh, okay. For some reason, he's got these niggas more excited, bro. I don't know why, bro, but he got these niggas more excited, bro. And so, it's because. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's because since they know it's your first time, they could also keep an eye on you.
I was just about to say that, bro. That made the experience better because they was like the minute they was like, I was like, yeah, this is my first time. They was like, don't worry, we got you, and they all kept an eye on me, bro. And that's bro. Yeah. That's probably one of the realest. Like people might think of that as like, oh, that's such a little experience. Nah, that's one of the realest moments of my life, bro. Dead ass, bro. Yeah, these cause y'all gotta keep in mind these are two niggas that I never even spoke to and never even talked to in my damn life, bro. And they so nice to the point that I know it's the vibe of like, oh, you the Von homie, so you are homie, bro. That's all. That's instantly respect right there. That somebody even think that way. But it's the extra mile of, all right, it don't matter if the Von already got you. We gonna make sure we got you too, bro. And I think that's real as fuck, bro. Dead ass. Yeah. I think that's real as fuck. But yeah, that was just experience, bro. All I know is, bro, I took fucking 4 hits of that shit, bro. I tapped out. I was gone. It was done. Bro. I
said, damn, bro, you done smoking already? He said, bro, your ass was in the corner. Your ass was like on the bed in the corner. You was laying back, smiling. You just like you was enjoying your time, bro.
Bro, that was the peak of life right there, bro. I was kid you not, I was, yeah, bro.
That semester was a vibe, bro. That semester was a big ass vibe.
That semester was a vibe, bro. But it's so funny because that was like quote unquote second time smoking, bro. And right after that, I still didn't hit the weed until we get to the Lord of our final year, bro. I wasn't smoking like that still, bro. Cause I'm just like, you know what, bro? One time thing, I still wasn't going out with that, but like I was like, that's the experience, and I fuck with that experience, bro. Right. And then we get to.
So what semester was that when we started smoking like that?
Like us two all together, like consistently, or
what for that story? That story.
Oh, that story. That was the first semester when I came back from my break.
Okay.
So that was like towards the end, kind of. That was like when you was like first like locking in with them.
First semester when you. So the first year, or the first semester of your 4th year.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds legit. Okay.
So yeah, that's what's happening, right? But back to final year, bro. Final year, bro. Man, bro, that shit was a vibe, bro. Cause that's when that first semester, bro, I was still really just hanging out with the Claire group and shit, bro, and whatnot, bro. Right. That was chill, bro. We was vibing and shit. But keep in mind, those were a group of friends that like. They was just like me. They didn't really go out and shit like that at all, bro. So they didn't really care for it. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's like if I offered it to them, you'd be like, oh yeah, let's do this. Niggas would do it, bro, just because I'm offering it, bro. But like obviously, I would have to get like Miles and Adams in cahoots, and then the girls would do it too, cause like they'd feel more safe for all of us, like understandably. But it's like I'm also the type that's like, okay, I know that's not y'all vibe, so I'm not gonna like push that type of vibe on y'all. But I'm at the point where like I want to experience that shit. So I'm like, you know what, bro? What's a group I can do? Like I can do this shit with, bro. That like won't feel uncomfortable with it, bro. Or make me feel like I'm like kind of pushing this on them, right? And I was like, ding, 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 ding. Goddamn the Vons group, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, these niggas go out. I was like, these niggas go out a lot, bro. And then from that experience,
damn near went out like almost every week, bro.
Yeah, bro. And I was like, from that experience, when I when they like didn't even know me and they had my back, I was like, you know what, bro? I think that would be a good group to have this experience with, bro. And that's when like I really started me like thinking about like, oh, I want to chill with your group. And it's crazy because the minute this light bulb went off, bro, it's like Devon is psychic or shit, bro. This nigga hits me up like a few days later. He's like, hey, you want to come chill at the sister house? I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, yo, that's crazy, bro. Cause like, how you know I was like, I've been wanting to like hang out with y'all, bro. This is so rare. You ain't never asked me this shit before. But the minute that light bulb go off, you want to ask this shit, bro?
He said, "Will you read my mind?" I said, "Hell the fuck yeah."
and then ever since, bro, I was just like, you know what, bro? Fuck it, bro. This probably my only chance, bro. Cause I know if I consistently keep telling this nigga no, he's gonna stop asking me, bro. And then I was just like, you know what, fuck it, bro. Let's do this shit, bro. So I pulled up, bro, and like my first interaction with them was so fucking awkward, bro, because this nigga failed to tell. I'm thinking like when he said pull up to the house, bro, and smoke, bro, I'm thinking it's just finna be fucking him, me, and probably a couple of the girls since that's they crib, bro. No, nigga, it was an army of niggas in that bitch, bro. I'm like, who are these niggas, bro?
Yeah,
it was like 5 other niggas I ain't know, bro. All the girls, bro. I mean, when I say all the girls, I mean the girls that lived at the house, they friends, bro. And then you got the boys they cool with, bro. The Vaughn boys. I'm like, bro, who are all these niggas, bro?
We was just deep, bro.
Yeah, they was deep, bro. And it's like a big ass circle deep just in a living room, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
And then
I loved how we fucking pre-gamed, bro. We was like, if you don't take a shot, you a bitch.
No. This is before I ever went out, bro. This is the smoke circle. You remember this, bro?
Oh yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
everybody in that bitch, bro. And I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, so I'm thinking when I'm going into that shit, I'm thinking like, oh shit. So we gonna have like just me, Devon, and the girls that live there. We all gonna be smoking, bro. A little circle, one blunt, bro. I get there, bro. It's like 10 niggas deep, bro. 10, 12 niggas deep, bro. And it's a big ass circle. Tell me why these niggas start rolling up 2 blunts, bro. I'm like, yo, what's up with these? I'm like, yo, I can't hang with that, bro. What's going on, bro? But the best part was everybody was chill, bro. Everybody was chill as fuck in that circle.
Everybody was chill,
and like at this point, I hang around Devon so much that everybody just knew my name, bro, off of him. So everybody knew like, oh, this is Devon's brother, bro. So they ain't gonna look at me no type of way. They ain't gonna treat me no type of way. They see me as like, oh, you part of the group because this is our brother too. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Right.
And I respected that too. So everybody was like trying to chop it up with me and shit. But like I said, I'm shy. So I don't like really like talk back unless I'm comfortable with you. So I'm just giving dry ass one word answer shit and whatnot, bro.
Right.
And yeah, so like it gets to the point where like everything's done rolling or whatnot, bro. And I'm just sitting there, right, waiting for the rotation, bro. And so Devon crazy ass start the shit. I ain't know his crazy ass was gonna light both of them bitches and take a puff out both of them. I'm like, oh, this nigga a vet. Oh shit.
I need to go cut, bro. I totally forgot I did that shit, bro.
Yeah, bro, your ass is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
And I think the crazier part is, bro, while these niggas was rolling, bro, Kay, she was passing around her pinch, so niggas was getting high off. Like that's the time I realized, bro. I'm like, when it comes to this party shit, oh, these niggas really do that shit. They don't care, bro. When they trying to get lit, they trying to get lit, bro. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, bro.
And now I started to think, I'm like, oh, bro, I don't know if I can hang with that, bro. Y'all niggas crazy, bro. Y'all niggas crazy. But yeah, bro. So the rotation start going around, bro. And so Devon, you can't see this right now, but I'm like giving like a little imagery. So it's a big circle, right? Okay. And so say I'm Devon.
I already got it in my head, bro. I already got it in my head.
Yeah. Say I'm Devon in the middle, right? And he like both of them bitches. So he passed them to both sides. So it goes around in a place to where like, if that shit meet up with you, bro, it's kind of like
you gotta hit it.
Yeah, you gotta hit both of them bitches, bro. If you don't get your hits in time, bro, then you just get both of them in the hands. You gotta hit both of them bitches, bro. That's like the little game they was playing. Did I do that? Fuck no. Hell no, I was not gonna do that, bro. Did they expect me to? Good thing, no, bro, cause I think they got the vibe that like I ain't really smoke like that, so that was chill too, bro. So they ain't really expect me to do that shit, bro. And so I bring that up because of the time where we was smoking, bro, and I'm taking my puffs, bro, and like the rule I do is I do the Friday rule, bro. Puff pass, bro. So I always take like 2 hits and I pass that bitch, bro. That's what I do. Right. I'm not taking, bro. You got me fucked up if you don't think I'm taking 1, bro. When I see y'all niggas taking 3, 5, bro, y'all crazy, bro. I'm gonna take mine too, bro.
He said no thanks.
Yeah, bro. So it's like that's my little rule I do, and I do that shit to this day. Actually, with nowadays, if I were to smoke with CJ and Devon, bro, I do my 3 hits, bro, because that was me and CJ rule, bro. Like not really our rule. It's like an unspoken rule we did, bro. We always did like 3 hits past that shit, bro.
And then you pass, right?
Yeah, right, bro. But during those days, bro, I had a low tolerance, but I was trying to get lit too. So normally I would have took 1 puff past that bitch, but I'm like, nah, I don't want niggas to think I'm pussy, bro, because that shit gonna be moving around too fast, bro. So I'm like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna take 2 hits, bro. Boom, that shit was getting me high as fuck, bro.
This motherfucker was
bro.
Blasted, bro.
Yes, bro.
It'd be times, and it was so funny because it'd be like so many people, because we was all in a circle. And and how I liked the setup was we had a couch that was in the shape of an L. Yup. We had one that was like across, like on the other side of the wall, and then like on the opposite side of like the couch we had chairs, like 3 or 4 chairs. So like everyone had a spot, bro. And it was funny. So like I'm on like the couch, and you on like the other couch.
Yeah.
And everybody
bro.
talking yada yada yada, and I'm just like looking at you. I'm like, this motherfucker high as fuck, bro.
I was gone, bro. And it's funny, bro, because I remember, bro, because it got to a point where I was so gone, bro, that I knew, like, see, this is the thing with me, bro. When I knew I got enough, bro, I don't keep going, bro. But in my mindset, I'm like, you know what, bro? I don't want to be a pussy, so I'm gonna make it still look like I'm hitting this shit, bro. So I was in that bitch taking fake hits, bro. I don't know if you know this, bro. I told CJ this story. I was dead ass in that bitch taking fake hits, bro. So I like wrap my lips around it, right? But I'm not inhaling. I'm making it look like this. My acting skills came in. I made it look like I was inhaling, bro. And then like I would tilt to the side to where nobody's looking and like act like I blew. I wasn't blowing shit. I was not hitting that bitch, bro. I was just making it look like I hit that shit, bro. And it's funny, bro, because one nigga, the nigga that was sitting right by me, we gonna call that nigga M, bro. Nigga was sitting right by me, bro, and I think he peeped it because he had hit his shit, right? He had hit his shit, and he peeped like, I'm taking awfully long hitting this shit, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like, if both of them hit you, it's like, oh, you got hit both of them bitches or whatnot, bro.
Right.
Nah, he just see me. He's like, hey, yo, gang, you mind if I take that shit off you, bro? We can trade this. I was like, hey, stay low, nigga. Here you go. I took that bitch, bro. Did my fake hit, bro. I passed that shit right to the next nigga, bro. I was like, you know, I'm good, bro.
He said, there you go.
Bro, I was gone, bro. I was so gone, bro, that the room wasn't spinning, but I feel like if I got up, bro, my body would just start like wobbling on its own, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was gone, bro. But it was like one of those good gones, bro. I'm like, you know, this is a vibe, bro.
High as fuck. Yeah,
yes, bro. That shit was funny as hell, bro. But that was like my 3rd, 4th time smoking, bro. And this nigga got me fucked up, bro. That's a memory. That's a memory for the books right there, bro. That is a memory for the books. But yeah.
No, it really is, bro.
That was a fun, bro. It was like, it was nothing crazy. It was nothing crazy, bro. I guess the next story I could tell, bro, but like, I'm gonna let Devon say his piece, bro. We can get to that next story in the episode. I'm telling y'all, this is lore now. This
it's just a lot. It's just a lot.
It's gonna be a lot of stories, bro. But the next story I'm gonna tell y'all is my first time going out, and sadly my first time going out was not with Devon, bro. He had somewhere to be that weekend, bro. And so that was an experience.
I was at a bowling tournament. Oh, I was at a bowling tournament,
at a bowling tournament, bro.
You still went with them though, right?
Yeah, I did, bro. This why.
Yeah, okay. Because I remember y'all calling me, bro. I was like, bro. Damn, I got FOMO.
Bro, this about to be a lit like little news perspective for you. Cause I'm finna tell the whole lore that night, bro. That shit was a vibe, bro. But I'm gonna pass the mic to you.
What was crazy too, though? I'm gonna start. But what was crazy too, though, was I was having so much fun that year, bro. Like, yeah, if for those of y'all don't know me, I bowl like so much. Like, I love bowling. I've been bowling for like damn near 10 years, right? So I was having like so much fun with like that group of friends that I met. I was like there was like some weekends and I'm like, should I even go to my tournament, bro? I was like, I could afford to stay. And I just got FOMO, bro. It was wild, bro. But no, like, so high key, like the beginning of our 4th year, that shit was lit, bro. Like, but kind of to ease into that. So I think the way it started for me was kind of interesting. It was really weird, bro. Cause like, yeah, like, you know, I was still an RA that year. I had freshmen this time. Them motherfuckers was funny as hell, bro. And they was like, I fucked with I like the freshmen a lot more than I like the upperclassmen, bro. Them niggas was funny, bro. And I high key like told them straight up, bro. Like, I was like, hey, I don't really care what y'all do, but it's the same shit I told the other motherfuckers. I was like, I don't care what y'all do, but you know, like, if we got a problem with something and I come to you, I expect like that shit to be handled, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like as far as like smoking, drinking, all that shit, like I ain't finna like bust y'all for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I told them that, and it was cool. They respected me off the bat, bro. Like 100%. I always had my door open, bro. I always had my door open. They came in, chatted up. And high key, what really made I really say what made me really like open to the opportunity of like hanging out with everybody I did that year was my ex, bro. I ain't even gonna cap, because we started talking in the summer, and then we started dating in like when school like officially started, and then we only like was dating for like 2 months. But high key, bro, that was a tragic 2 months because it was just like niggas just be a little goofy sometimes.
I remember that with Lord, bro.
Yeah, bro. Niggas was just goofy, bro. Like just toxic and just straight up bad juju, bro. And what was more frustrating was since junior year was such like junior year, I was like I'm in my growth era, bro. Like I had my internship like that summer, like the summer after junior year. So before we started our fourth year, I had my internship. So I was, and you know, I was already talking to my therapist about like, you know, just becoming like a better version of myself, right? So like literally going in my fourth year, bro, I'm like just trying to be all positive, different mindset to everything, bro. And then so I met her, and you know that like that stuff like went the way it did. And I kind of circled back to how like that tied into me meeting everybody else, or like kind of hanging out with everybody else more. But not like my residence was like we was cool, bro. They, you know, obviously like we had some issues. Because I had badass freshmen, bro. Like people around the campus, like they knew my floor for being like just a bunch of badass kids, bro. And then we was called the pet house because we was on the highest floor. And then so every time like I felt like it, like through high key through the years, they intentionally sent like troublesome students up there, bro. Like I remember they sent the motherfucker up here who had a girl had got a restraining order on him, bro.
Oh yeah.
And I said they put that nigga right next door to me, bro. I said, so y'all think this is cool, huh, bro? Like I swear, bro, I was in my room chilling one time, bro, and a dude walked up in there, and he was like, and this was his first night on the floor too, bro. He was like, I noticed that you got your nails painted and you got your earrings and stuff. He was like, do you believe in like Jesus Christ? And then he just went on that whole spiel. He was like, I'm a man of God, yada yada yada, trying to like, you know how motherfuckers be when they trying to like, you're sitting all that other shit. I said, nigga, get the fuck out of my room, bro.
I remember that shit. Bro.
I said, all right, bro, you gotta go. I said, you gotta go, gang.
Bro, I remember that shit because I swear we was on the game, bro. And this nigga comes back from like a 30-minute break talking about some. Then why this nigga just walked in my room trying to preach to me, bro? I was fucking crying, bro.
Dog, it was crazy too, because the first time, so he moved on my floor that night, but the first time like I saw him, he was in the lounge. I was doing rounds with one of my other RA homies. We just gonna call him D, and I said what's up to dude. He didn't really say nothing back, but he just gave off like an awkward vibe. So as me and D finishing our rounds, I'm like, hey bro, do you just like peep like a weird like vibe from him? And he was like, yeah bro, I ain't even gonna hold you, like old buddy was kind of weird. And I was like, okay, cool. And then so like I like the like, you know, weeks went on, and I kind of understood like his situation, and it was just some, you know, it was just some shitty situation he was doing with this one girl on the other side of campus, bro. So they moved him over to us. But then motherfuckers talking about this nigga schizophrenic. So what? I'm like,
I never knew that.
Yes, bro. And like keep in mind, like they just moved, like and high key, I think as an RA, you should know why if someone's moving to your floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I was like they never told me why. So I'm over here trying to ask my complex director, and we had a new complex director, bro. And I ain't fuck with her, bro. Oh, I ain't fuck with her. I ain't like her, bro. And I told my mom, I don't know if I said it in the side podcast, but I was like, because at this point I already knew I was gonna stay another year. I told my mom, I was like, if I'm not an RA next year, then she gonna be the reason. But I asked her, I was like, why is he on my floor? She was like, I can't tell you that. I'm like, he's on my fucking floor. And like he freaking out on my other motherfucker. All the
what
other
the fuck she mean
on
she
the
can't
floor.
tell you? She can't tell
That's
you
what
what's
I'm
happening
saying.
on
I'm
your
like,
floor when you're supposed to be in charge. Like,
that's
what?
literally, bro. And then so yeah, that's a whole nother story. We could get into that later, bro. But I love my freshmen, bro. They was like little brothers to me. Them motherfuckers was a bunch of goofies, bro. Like I remember one time these motherfuckers was like, "Hey, yo, Rose, come." They was like, "Come check this out, bro." And I was like, "What?" They was like, "Bro, we just hit some nasty ass beats, bro. We was just like making some beats, bro." And then he was like, come check this out. And it was like 4 or 5 of them. So I go in the room, bro. I swear to God, them beats was straight garbage, bro. I said it was only one good rap that they had, but the rest is straight garbage, bro. I said, bro, I was like, this what y'all doing instead of going to class, bro. Hey, them niggas was funny as hell, bro. Nah, that shit
That's
was hilarious.
funny as fuck. Hell yeah,
Um,
bro.
yeah, that shit was funny, bro. And then high key, it was also weird too because not weird, but like there was some situations that I was put in like as an RA that you like, damn, bro, like it's just some situations you don't want to be put in. Like for example, for some reason like we had trouble keeping like the bathroom clean, bro. Like that was just one of the biggest
Oh, bro.
like the biggest issues that we had. And high
Yeah,
key since
bro.
and this is why I appreciated my first year as being an RA because I got a lot better at just being more authoritative and like not giving a fuck. And when I say like, and like when I say not giving a fuck when people care this time, I'm like absolutely no fucks given. Like I didn't explain myself to no one, like none of that shit, bro. And so everybody hate floor means, but I'm banging on doors. I'm like, get the fuck out your room, go in the lounge now. And like niggas listen to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like niggas listen. And then so I was straight up. I was like, hey y'all, I'm about to start finding y'all ass if we can't fucking keep the damn bathroom clean. And then hey bro, it was so funny because, and this is why I like the community that I raised. Motherfuckers was like everybody was pissed, bro, but we don't know who was doing it. And so one of my homies, I'm gonna call him Jay. Jay was like, oh God, bro. He was like, high key, if I catch whoever fucking up the stalls, I'm gonna bring your ass in the lounge and we all finna run the ones with you. And he was like, Rose, he was like, bro, you gonna let this shit happen, right? I said, hey, bro, as long as I ain't here, like, I can't say I know what happened, bro. Everybody agrees to that shit, bro. That shit was fucking hilarious, gang.
I mean, bro,
But
y'all need to understand, bro. When we say these bathrooms was dirty, bro, nigga, that shit was the shit be disgusting, bro. Like actually disgusting. When we say dirty, the shit, it's not just like toilet paper on the ground or it's water everywhere or it's like toothpaste and shit. Nah, niggas be having audacity like shit on toilet seats and shit, bro. And leave that shit like that,
piss, bro. Throw up.
Yes,
they got
bro.
fucking hair in the sink, all that shit,
should
bro.
be
It was,
nasty.
And we had the bathrooms cleaned. The bathroom was being cleaned by a building worker every day except Saturday and Sunday. So
bro. So it's no reason why bathrooms should be looking like that. Like I had the same problem with my flow, bro. So that's why I don't blame your little niggas for doing that, bro. Like yes, bro, run the ones with that dirty ass nigga. What's he doing, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Man.
Yeah, so, but that and high key, bro, just like my RA life and my social life was like it felt like two different lives, bro. It was kind of crazy. So kind of just transitioning into the social side, bro. So yeah, so what kind of also like, because at the beginning of first semester I didn't really go out that much because I was with my ex or whatever. So we was together for 2 months and we broke up. She actually broke up with me literally the Friday I was leaving for a bowling tournament. So and it was crazy. It was just like out the blue. It was just out the blue, right? And then so she broke up with me, so I had a 6-hour drive to Milwaukee, and I'm like, damn, bro, like, and she was really like my first like actual girlfriend. So I'm like, whatever, bro. And then so I was like tweaking, bro. I ain't really bowl that well, that weekend. So I was like, whatever. So I told my therapist about it, and like it was just a real shitty situation for me. But I still tried to like look on the bright side of like, just look on the bright side of the situation. And I don't know if y'all remember my RA homie that I talked about in the last episode, the one who's like the little ball of light. I remember before she left, she was like, you should start going to the MCC and start hanging out with the people in my fraternity. The people in my fraternity, well, I could say my because I'm in the fraternity. So the people in the fraternity was also the people that Xavier was mentioning when he was talking about the story with K and L. It's a co-ed fraternity. So I started going to the MCC. So I started going, and bro, let me tell you, dog, like they was just welcoming off the bat. Like I went in there, I started hanging out. I ain't even really know people like that, but it was some people from like in the fraternity, and it was just like other people who was just there to like because they was friends, general friends. And so we hanging out and shit, and I'm with my other homie D, the one I was doing rounds with about other old boy. He actually introduced me to L, who was also in the fraternity. So once he introduced me to her, she was like, she started inviting me to stuff. So I'm like, oh damn. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, and so you know how I said in my junior year I was looking for like my group of people to like hang out with and like go to the clubs with and shit like that. When I went out with them, that was literally like it was like the like I was like this is it. This is all I got. Like these people like vibe, they match my vibe, bro. Like they on the same time. Like it's not awkward. It's not like white people shit. It's like the shit that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just all natural. You know what I'm saying? So I started hanging out with them. They invited me to homecoming. That was the first time I hit a bomb. Oh, not homecoming. It was Halloween. Halloween, the first time I hit a bomb. I remember like that fucking Halloween night. I went out with some of my residents, bro, and we was just like going from house to house or whatever. And then I remember like come towards the end of the night, we had so at the time the fraternity had two houses. So we got it's a co-ed, so we got brothers and sisters. So we had the brother house and the sister house, right? And then so it was me, my resident, some of the brothers and sisters in the fraternity, and then the friends of like the fraternity. We all go back to the house, bro. Everybody fucking throwing up, but you could see like members just taking care of people, bro. Like even if you in or not, like you just like I ain't even know these motherfuckers. They taking care of me. We they taking care of each other, bro. Me and L sharing garbage cans to throw up in, bro. That shit was so fucking funny, bro. And we was fucking smoking, like niggas still smoking out the bomb, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it was a good time. So I remember one of our friends, she had like a bomb, and then so this is my first time hitting the bomb. So she lighted, and then she was like, all right, inhale. And she just told me to inhale before like she even like lit it. So I'm sitting here inhaling, and then so she finally lighted. And I keep in mind, like I'm running out of breath, bro. My lungs ain't that good, so I'm running out of breath. And then so when she removed the thing, like the thing from the bomb, and like I'm running out of breath, and then that shit all smacked me. Oh, dog, I fucking stole the garbage can from L. I fucking bro, yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. But needless to say, I was having a fun time. I started to hang out with them. I got accustomed to knowing what I got to know everybody and all the other crap. So so going like into like November, December, like December-ish, what really like kind of I don't want to say like motivated me, but like kind of like was like the right call for me to join the fraternity was I was talking to my ex, and she was like we were just kind of recapping on like everything that happened like after we were together. And then so she said she like noticed me going out with like my like the fraternity and my group of people as often. And bro, she like straight up said, she was like it was weird seeing how happy you was with them. I said, nigga, what? I said,
yeah, I remember you told me that shit. Like, how does that make sense, bro?
Dog,
some hating shit.
That's like bro, I had niggas hate on me, bro. Like even hate on me from like when my homie was like, yo, this person said this. I ain't never had someone straight up hate on me like that hard to my face, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when she said, I said, nigga, what? And then like the rest of the night she just sprayed like a whole bunch of bullshit. So I know after that night, bro, literally after that day, I blocked her. And I already knew what I had in my mind on. My mind was joining fraternity. So second semester was me, me just pledging this shit, yada 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 yada. What do? And so I ain't really do that much second semester because I was I was pledging, but and I was still doing RA shit. But so our fifth year, the beginning of like 2024, or fall 24 was beginning of our fourth year. That's where where I was like in the fraternity, you know, I was comfortable with everybody, and I'm doing my own shit. I'm not an RA no more. I moved off campus, you know, got my own apartment, yada yada yada, right? And then so it, like Xavier said, bro, we was smoking. You know, we would just smoke, hang out. I'd invite Xavier over, and we was damn near going out every week, bro. Like we was partying every week, bro. Like I remember the first week we partied before school even opened. We partied after school opened. You know what I'm saying? It was just like week to week to week to week. We was just always like out, bro. And then it was crazy because I remember the nights you was talking about Xavier when like I'd invite Xavier over and we would smoke and you know, so, like I feel like it got to a point to where Xavier was like, all right, I got all my partying, you know, so now I'm chill with just like you was chill with being with your friend group because like they didn't party as much, you know what I'm saying? So you got best of both worlds, right?
Yeah.
And then so I was like, cool, you know, so I was still, and then every time so where we was just chilling in the house, I'd be like, yo, you trying to smoke? And like he'd come over, we'd smoke, and then we just listen to like lo-fi blast music on the TV, you know, what yada yada yada. And then so I remember I remember I remember I think it was homecoming. You remember when we had the house crawl?
Oh yeah, bro.
Remember house crawl? Yeah, bro. When this, and I think this was me and Xavier's like, was this our first big like event going out to? No. I don't think it was our first. But
I mean, we went out before, but like this was our first time doing something this big. Cause this was a whole day excursion, bro.
All day thing. Yeah, bro. So this specific day, it was like a Saturday, and it was just like a house crawl. So we went from different houses, and you know each like, and I think it started at like 12, and then you know the party went on all the way to like the last house, and then after the last house, everybody just go to the bar or whatever. And then so me and Xavier, we had a bet, bro. I was like, hey, bro. We finna get a bottle of Hennessy, and whoever like finish it first was gonna win the bet. Yep. And did we put money on it, or we was just trying to see who finished first?
We didn't put money on it. It was just like, no, okay, how it started was we was going to we was looking for alcohol, and we initially was like, okay, we gonna get a big thing of whatever, and we gonna split it together. Yeah. We both gonna buy it. We gonna split it together, and we just gonna, us two are the only two that's gonna drink this shit, bro. Because we ain't want nobody taking our shit. We want to get lit together, bro. This is our first big thing doing. That was the plan. And then we see how much them bitches cost. Them big bottles. He was like, I don't know about this, bro. And then Devon seen
keep in mind, we was college students.
Yeah, bro. And then Devon, he seen the little Henny bottles. The Henny bottles was like this big, bro. So still girthy for one person, right? And we was like, you know what, bro? We got enough that we each can get one. So Devon was like, hey, you know what we should do? You know, I'm like, you know what? This is my big first party. I'm like, no, fuck it, bro. What we gonna do, bro? He's like, hey, we should do a little game. He's like, we should get we each should get a bottle. We used to drink this shit, and whoever drinking that shit win. And I was like, okay, bet. And then this nigga say he want to put money on it. I was like, hell no, they don't got money to put on this shit, bro.
Hell nah, bro.
I was like, this shit a friendly competition, bro. He's like, okay, bet. And so yeah, we did that, bro. But best believe we freeze that motherfucker. We is not drinking no warm ass Henny.
Yeah, we froze that shit. And I remember how this day played out exactly, bro. We I woke up. I specifically said, because I worked remotely from my old job. I was working remote. So I had worked from, obviously I worked from home because my job was like 7 hours away, but I had worked 2 hours. I worked 2 hours and I went to the store and I went to Walmart because I ain't eat nothing. So I got like a little I got like a little Jim Dean bowl from Walmart. And I was like, this should be good to hold me over, bro. So I eat that and I grabbed my bottle. I opened that bottle at 11 a.m. And I'm drinking that shit, bro. So I'm starting drinking, yada yada yada. Keep in mind, the first house is at 12. So I'm drinking, and it's actually no, it was 10. I started drinking at 10. The first house started at 12 because we had to set up our house. Mm-hmm. So I go to the sister house, yada yada yada, whatever, and then like it's us, you know, and then we got a couple of other, you know, members from other schools come down. So we all chilling. And I'm already a quarter of the way in, bro. Like I'm drinking this and you know whatever. And then I had weed too, so I'm like, all right, I'm finna roll, bro. I ain't even going cap, bro. Like whoever ordered that pizza was a lifesaver.
Clutch, bro, because I ain't eat shit out.
Lifesaver, bro. Because I'm over here like I'm drinking all this shit, bro, and I feel it because I'm trying to roll, bro. And I ain't never struggled to roll I ain't never struggled to roll so hard in my life, bro. And it was, and we had a whole bunch of motherfuckers in the house. Like, bro, I'm on the couch. I'm at the table, like, I'm sitting here, like I'm fumbling my fingers and shit. And I'm just staring at the blunt, like, dog, I cannot roll this.
I need y'all to understand, bro. It took this nigga so long to roll that shit, bro. Cause I was late showing up, bro. And like when I got there, it looked like he was supposed to be like halfway done rolling that shit. He had the shit grinding up and everything, bro. Bro, I kid you not. I go in the kitchen. I take a couple shots, bro. I walk back in the front room. This nigga in the same spot, bro.
Rolling that. Yep. I didn't even move. Didn't even move. And it got to a point where I was struggling so bad because like I'm starting to get drunk at this point, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm starting to get drunk and I'm like, I don't know if motherfuckers like looking at me. I'm like, you know what? So I walked outside and one of the bros was outside. I was like, hey dog, you trying to help me roll this? Cause I cannot do this shit right now. And he was like, yeah, bro. So he took it, he finished rolling it. I ain't gonna count. I fucked that shit up, bro. But he was a medic with the blunt, bro. So and it was crazy because he had 2 and then someone else had 1. So we smoking 4 blunts before the first house, bro. Yeah, so we yeah, bro. So we start smoking. I'm still drinking. And I'm like, oh, let me eat a slice of pizza. So I eat a slice of pizza thinking that was gonna be enough, bro. And then so we get to the first house and like, all right, you know, people starting to show up, yada yada yada. We you know, we vibing, we having fun and shit. Tell me why, bro. Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, this shit's starting to hit. Cause I'm damn near like almost done with my bottle, bro. I'm almost done with my bottle, right? So I'm like, damn, this is starting to hit. And I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? Since our house is the second one, let me go back to the house, lay down for a little bit, and then by the time people get here, I'm gonna be like, you know, I'll be chilling. So I'm trying to like sneak away, bro. But you know, like now, like I'm it's so many of us, bro, that if someone see me going the opposite way, they're gonna bring my ass back to the function, bro. So I'm walking back to the house. And then some of the sisters is like, where you going? Ain't nobody at the house. I'm like, no, it's a lot of people at the house. And I'm trying to make an excuse like, oh, no, I got to use like the bathroom or something. They're like, no, you can wait till we get back to the house. I'm like, no, I could just go back. They was like, get your ass in the car. Bro, they literally got out the car and dragged me in the car. And I said, damn. So we get in the car. I end up back at the house, bro. And I'm like, right now, I'm trying to like not to fucking like throw up and shit. I'm trying to like keep my cool.
Damn, and it's a yada, yada, yada. Wait, bro, which house was this we was at?
This is the first one.
You was already going like that?
Bro, I was gone. Yes, bro. Because motherfuckers just keep trying to give me drinks too, bro. What made it worse? And I had some of the juice. The juice was good, bro. I had 2 cups of the juice. And then motherfuckers was trying to give me buzz balls and shit. And you know I ain't no bitch. So when motherfuckers try to like give you, they try to make you like waterfall, like the alcohol and like keep going until you can't. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I ain't no bitch, so I'm gonna do it. So I did it. And then so I'm like, all right, I'm just waiting for us to get back to like our house. Bro, on the walk back to our house, I'm like, damn, the sidewalk kind of like, it's kind of wobbly. You know what I'm saying? Like the sidewalk kind of wobbling, bro. So
bro, I knew your ass was gone, bro. When we first showed up there, I looked at you, bro, and we smoking, bro, and he was just looking off like, this nigga was looking off in the distance like he's Aaron Yeager, bro. And I'm like, bro, you good? He was,
hey,
yeah,
bro.
I'm good, bro.
Yeah, bro. So, and what was funny too, we get back to our house, and I had my bottle, and I think I actually put my bottle down because I somehow became like aware that like since we're at our house, I gotta be a little bit responsible. So like I'm passing out like juice, whatever, like making sure everybody good, you know, music playing, like yada yada yada. Cool. And then so I think we was at our house for about like 2 hours. So like, you know, everybody getting lit, we take pictures, chatting it up with people. And then like by the time it's time for us to get to like the next house. And honestly, bro, after our house, I really don't remember shit else. Like,
bro, I don't blame you because after y'all house is where I tapped out too, bro. I tapped out, bro.
Yeah, cause you left.
I took my ass to bed, bro.
And yeah, and keep in mind, it's like 2 p.m. 2 p.m., bro.
2 p.m., bro.
It's either like 2 or 3, bro. But what's funny, so we went to the next house, and like the cops like he busted that. So we was like there for just like 30 minutes. But I'm already gone, bro. So I just know we was there. I went to get some juice, and then it was like some girl who was like who I knew, and she was like, oh, like this person throwing up on the wall. Can you come help me? And I'm like, yeah. Somehow I end up being one of the people on the wall throwing up. I don't know how, bro.
Y'all just throwing
bro,
up on
like
the
it's Dog, it's just a line of motherfuckers just like we all in line just throwing up on the side of the house, bro. Like I don't know how I even got there, but I'm at a point to where like I'm like my mind is like you ever had like when you drunk like you gain your consciousness and then you lose it again, so you like blackout and then like you remember some parts that you know what I'm saying?
Yes, bro, and that's a story I forgot to tell. Remember CJ Senoff's party? That's what happened to me, bro. I'm gonna tell that next episode. Yes, bro, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So that's what was happening to me, and then so the last thing I remember was just throwing up on the side of the house, and then somehow I'm not across the house, but I'm in the backyard, and I fell against like one of them barbed fence, and I like scratched my arm, and I didn't even know I fell. I just like woke up, and I just like wake up, and I see like motherfuckers just like standing over me. I'm like, damn, bro, am I like really that drunk right now? And then like next thing you know, I wake up in the house. It's 10 o'clock, bro. It's 10 p.m. I said, I woke up. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, what the hell happened? Like the sisters brought me back to the house. They threw me on the air mattress, and then it was just like I like woke up. I went in the living room. I said, hey y'all, like what the fuck happened? They're like, oh, you're awake. They was just chilling, bro. They was just chilling. It was some of the sisters and the brothers just chilling there, and I was like, oh, it's a bottle of Hornitos right there, and it was one of my homegirls. It was one of my homegirls. Her name was A. And I was really cool with A because we used to just like hang out and chat it up every time we saw each other. So she was also a friend of members in the fraternity. So she was like, you down to take a shot? I was like, hell yeah, bro.
I don't know why you did that shit, bro.
We poured up a shot, and I took it. Oh my God, that shot was the worst decision I ever made in my entire life, bro. So we took the shot, and then I was like, hey, let's go to the club. Hey, we went to everybody was like, damn, bro, like how the fuck you just like you finished your bottle, you blacked out, you're waking up, and you said let's go to the club. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And it was like funny too. Speaking of the bottle, I asked Xavier, what happened to your bottle? That nigga was like, oh, I finished mine. And I'm like, word? And I think it was like a couple days later, I found out that nigga said, nah, bro, you drank my bottle. I said, what?
Yes, bro.
I said,
let me tell y'all a lot on that, bro. We at the second house, bro. And keep in mind, bro, this nigga was tripping, bro.
I finished it at the second house?
Yes, bro, you finished it at the second, bro. I gotta tell the story now, because this nigga was tripping, bro. So we at the second house, bro. And like my bottle was like, it wasn't halfway full. I'm gonna use my phone example. It wasn't halfway full, bro. But like it was like up to here, bro. So I still had a decent amount left, but it wasn't like a corner, right? But it was like 3 full shots, right? And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna finish this shit, bro. I need motivation. So I went over to Vaughn. I said, hey, let's do a chug, bro. He said, bet. This nigga pulled out his bottle. This nigga had the smallest corner ever, bro. I'm like, there's no fucking way, bro. I'm like, we not gonna match a chug doing this, bro. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna do it, bro, because this nigga drunk. He probably gonna think he's still drinking some shit, bro. We start hitting that bitch, bro. Halfway through my chug, bro, this nigga finishes shit. He like, where the fuck my drink go? I'm like, nigga, your shit is gone, bro. And so he's like, all right, bet, let me get some of yours, bro. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, shit, go ahead, bro, because I want to get this shit out. I want this shit. I get this shit, bro. I kid you not, bro. This nigga start chugging my shit like juice, bro. And so now I'm getting a little concerned because I'm like, all right, bro, no, let me cut you off, bro, because you tripping, bro. I'm like, you not finna drink this shit like it's juice, bro. Because I'm thinking like he finna do a waterfall. That's what normals niggas do when they give us a drink. But I forgot. I'm not a normal nigga to this nigga, so he gonna drink my shit like it's his, bro. So this nigga start chugging this shit. I'm like, okay, bro, I gotta cut this nigga off, bro. So I take my shit, bro. And then your friend Jay, the one I was in bowling with you, bro, he came over, bro.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, let me get a shot, bro. And at this point, I like this when the shit started hitting for me. I knew like this towards the end of the house, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna make it to the next house. But I gotta get this shit out of my hand. So I gave him a little waterfall too, bro. But I had to monitor that nigga. That nigga was trying to put his lips on my shit. I'm like, no, nigga, you're not finna do that, bro. But yeah. I had gave the nigga a waterfall. I don't give a fuck if he's looking, bro. I gave the nigga a waterfall, bro. He's not touching my bottle, bro. And then yeah, so I'm just like, oh, bro, I don't wanna like finish this shit, bro. Bro, out of nowhere, this nigga Devon pulls up, bro. He's like, oh, let me get some, bro. I'm just like, and I'm second guessing it, bro. Before I can even offer the shit, the nigga just take my bottle and finish my shit, bro. I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, okay, it's no saving this nigga tonight, bro. He's just gonna do whatever he want, bro. And after that, he was just gone,
and
bro.
keep in mind, because like since there's so much like liquor going around, the Hennessy and the juices at like the houses wasn't even the only thing I drink. I remember the one friend that offered me a hit of the bone earlier. She offered me some Crown, and I took a shot of that. I actually took 2 shots of that.
You was taking that shit out. You was walking to the first house, bro.
Yes, bro. So I'm mixing too. Yeah, bro. So that's all. Yeah. So I'm just drinking a whole bunch of shit, bro. And then so we get to. I'm gonna try to wrap it up just because we get a little close to the end. But so we get to the bar, and I'm with one of the sisters. We just gonna call her JA. So I'm with her, and then I'm like, I think it's me, JA, and like 3 other people, and I'm like, I ain't gonna cap, girl. Like, we gonna have to go, cause I'm not trying to be here. Like, literally, as soon as I got in there, bro, it's like reality just smacked me. I'm like, I remember that because
I remember exactly who was there, bro. It was me, my ex,
you know,
JA. And then we gonna say
me,
M.
And then
two
other motherfuckers. Yeah. Two other motherfuckers we knew from another school. So they was cool. Well, one of them was cool. But yeah, so I told Jay, I was like, you trying to like drive me back to the house, cause I ain't feeling well. And luckily for me, she didn't even want to be there either. So she was like, yeah, let's go. So we go to Taco Bell. We go to Taco Bell. We get some I get my food or whatever, and then we get back to the house. Dog, I walk in the house and I like flopped on the floor. Like I just like dead ass flopped, and I'm like, damn, bro, my stomach hurt. And I'm trying to like eat, cause keep in mind the only thing I ate was the damn fucking egg bowl and 1 slice of pizza. So I'm trying to eat. I try to like take a bite of my crunch wrap, and I instantly just like fell asleep on the floor, bro. And then so the sisters like dragged me in the house, like in the room with the air mattress. And dog, that night was so rough because I woke up at least 6 times to throw up, bro. And it wasn't even like I don't even know how to explain it, bro. But I was throwing up so hard and viciously that like my throat started to burn, right?
Oh yeah.
So the first time I got up, dog, getting up was so hard because I had to walk. I'm trying to walk, and then I had so much motion sickness. I said, "Oh my god!" And the bathroom was literally like 5 steps away from like the room I was in. But dog, that shit made it. It felt like 2 hours to get there.
Damn.
Because I got there, and I'm just like, bro, you would have thought motherfucker was like had fucking diarrhea or some shit, and I was just trying to get that shit out, bro. So I finished throwing up the first time. I'm like, all right. So I'm trying to walk back to my room without falling. I'm knocking shit off the table, all the other crap, waking people up, whatever. And I lay down, and then so I sleep for like 20 more minutes, and I'm like, damn, I still don't feel good. And I had to throw up again, bro. But I like rolled over, and me rolling over was just like, yeah, I wish you would try to get up, nigga. And so I'm sitting there, bro. I'm like, dear God, if you love me. I was like, please make it stop. Dog, I was in so much, bro. I can't even explain. Dog, like, and we had bottles. It was still like bottles of alcohol in the room. So every time I saw a bottle, it just made me want to throw up even more. And I was so thirsty, so I started drinking my Baja Blast. I took like 2 sips. I just had to throw up, so I said, fuck it. I thug it out. I get up, and I'm running to the bathroom. I'm dragging myself to the bathroom. I throw up again, bro. I make it back to the room, and I got to throw up again, dog. I kid you not, the 3rd time, it was so bad I had to crawl to the bathroom because my motion sickness was so bad, bro.
Nigga, you was
crawling? I had to crawl on that dirty ass floor. Yes. I had to crawl to the bathroom, bro. And I was just like sitting in there, and I was like, dog, is this like my life? Like, I'm just like throwing up for the rest of my life. Like, I can't stop. I was like, I literally can't stop. I don't even know why I attempted to even go back in the room, bro. And
it was that Hornitos you hit, bro. You should never did that shit, bro.
That shit took me the fuck out, bro. So I get back in the room, and needless to say, I tried drinking water. That shit made me throw up. I tried drinking the Baja Blast. I threw up again, and then I just got back to my room, and I was like, I just want to sleep. And then I threw up before everybody woke up. And then so I slept for like, I slept for like around like I'd say like 2-ish hours, with like in a row without me having to throw up. And I like got up and I had like the biggest headache, bro. My throat was burning from the amount that I threw up. And I like saw all the liquor on the table. I threw up again, bro. I threw up again. I was like, hey y'all, I'm gonna just like sit outside for a minute, bro, because I cannot keep doing it. And yeah, so my throat was fucked up for at least a week, bro. And then like, so every time like when I had to eat or like drink anything, if I swallowed, that shit hurted, bro. That shit hurted like a bitch, bro. So I was like, yeah, that shit cooked, bro.
That shit crazy, bro.
That shit cooked.
Yo, ass
it was
tripping
wild, bro.
that night, bro.
It was, yeah, that was fun, bro. But I mean, like a lot of stuff too. Like we said, that was just kind of, we started going out a lot more that year, and it's so many more stories that we had to. But we'll probably get into it another time. But with that, we're just gonna wrap up the video.
Yes,
is there
sir.
anything that you would like to say, homie?
There's really nothing I like to say. I'll just say this is a good, fun ass episode, bro. Appreciate everybody for tuning in with a young boy. I really appreciate y'all, bro.
Tuning in with the young bucko.
Yes, sir, bro. But
yes, sir.
Do you got anything to say?
No, sir. I just want to say shout out to everybody watching and listening to our long podcast. I really appreciate y'all. Much love.
Yeah, bro.
Stay tuned for what we got next episode. Next episode, we could just go about some random, some other topics that we found funny, happening in college. Some other times I was hanging out, just kind of,
These episodes really be story times, bro. I fuck with it.
Just like story times, bro. just story times. But you want to go ahead and close this out?
We're going ahead and end the video there. Thank you everybody for tuning in, bro. We really appreciate y'all. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video with your friends. It's been your boy Cool Breeze. It's been your boy
Rowze.
Yes,
Rowze, let's get it.
And we out of here.
And we out of here. Let's get it.